All right, welcome back. In this tutorial, we're going to cover a slightly more advanced topic. This is once you've already started creating and managing campaigns, and now you want to be more efficient with your campaigns, as well as even if you're a beginner, this is one of the strategies that I really recommend, especially if you're going to start using the maximize conversions bidding strategy. So let's dive right in. Firstly, I'm going to explain to you what are portfolio bid strategies within Google Ads. Then we're going to cover different managing strategies that you can use this for, cover managing the maximum conversions bidding strategy and why I specifically recommend the portfolio bid strategy for maximize conversions. Then we're going to do a setup and I'm going to explain to you limitations, and we're going to show you as many examples as possible, and then obviously a final review. So let's go ahead and begin. What is the portfolio bidding strategy for? It's if you have multiple accounts running campaigns already, this is the best way to organize your campaigns and run different bidding strategies across those multiple campaigns, as well as tracking what's happening across multiple accounts in a more efficient way. So for example, if you're running maximize conversions and you want to test it across multiple campaigns, across multiple accounts, then this is what you have to do. It allows you to bulk manage your campaigns much more efficiently. So let's say you're running multiple ideas across multiple accounts in 5 different accounts. You're testing responsive search ads and you want to see how well responsive search ads perform with the maximize conversions bidding strategy across multiple accounts. So basically you have to pool all of those responsive search ads into a single bidding strategy. Then you can track all those campaigns in a single interface in order to see how well maximize conversions is working for responsive search ads in general. Or for example, you want to track only call ads, no sites, you can throw them into a portfolio bidding strategy as well. Basically, what you're doing is you're grouping different campaigns together and you're tracking across multiple accounts and you're tracking the performance for those campaigns on a much more efficient way. And let's say you simply want to run the maximize clicks for $1 plus 900% call adjustment bid. You can make a simple portfolio bid strategy, set your bid to $1, and then across all of your campaigns, set the percentage to 900% for the call bid adjustment. From that one single interface, you can see how well it's performing for all of your accounts at the same time. So now let's say you're a complete beginner and you only have one account. We're not managing multiple accounts here. And you're implementing the maximize conversions bidding strategy like I recommended. The main thing you need to take away from this is that with running a portfolio bid and using the maximize conversions bidding strategy, you can set a maximum bid limit for your clicks. This allows you to use Google's algorithms and their training data and their search history and everything that they have all bottled up, and basically still target the highest converting keywords, but at the same time being able to set a maximum bid limit so you're not paying $30 a click. So remember that if you don't have this bid limit, then you're risking paying $40 a click because your target cost per acquisition is $40. And $40 cost per acquisition, while it might be a top tier, high converting individual calling, they might not necessarily convert. We still want to limit our upside risk by putting a maximum bid limit, which is like a maximum cost per click. So ultimately, the number one reason for running portfolio bidding strategies is because you can run maximize conversions with a bid limit, which is basically a maximum CPC. So you're not risking getting $30 a click because you're trying to get a particular target cost per acquisition. In a moment, I'm going to cover the minor limitations as far as using this strategy within Google Ads. There's not as much segmentation opportunities. You can see here that I'm segmenting the data, but within the portfolio bidding manager, they don't have as many rows that you can select from in order to segment your data to understand your data a little bit better. And your columns are a little bit more limited. Also, you cannot change the type of strategy that you're using. So what this means is that if your campaigns are in a portfolio bidding strategy for max conversions, you can't change that max conversions to something else. You have to create a new portfolio bidding strategy and then transfer the campaigns over. It's just a little nuance of using this method. And as well, the interface is not fully developed. On the right side here, you can see that it becomes too narrow for the columns. They haven't developed the interface too much. And you cannot set a maximize conversions without a target cost per acquisition. So you can't just let it go completely wild and try to find you all the conversions without a bid limit. There is a nuance to it, and I'm going to show you that shortly as well. So let's go ahead and take all of the information that we just learned and show you examples of what I'm discussing here. I'm going to show you how to implement this strategy. I'm going to show you how to set the max conversions with a bid limit. This is the number one thing you should take from this video. I'm going to show you actual account data using this strategy, as well as I'm going to present to you technical limitations that I discussed earlier. And I'm going to show you the trick for getting maximized conversions without a target cost per acquisition. This is a nuanced strategy you can implement for testing within your own campaigns. So let's go ahead and begin. All right, so welcome back to our favorite test account. In this case, I'm going to show you 3 different ways to set up your portfolio bids. Firstly, we're going to go into edit settings. Then we're going to go into our